Hey boys, it's me, George Lucas, famous film director who directed Lord of the Rings or some shit, I don't care. What I do care about is I wanted to show you boys another progress video. Yay, another progress video for ladder. So, for those that don't know, I've been playing it Singer Barb only, which is Warcry. If you haven't heard a singer, just crawl out from under that fucking rock that you're under, mate. So, this is rambling. I might do a little bit of showcases and shit, but this is what it is. If you don't like rambling, I don't care. Jog on, mate. Anyways, let's dive into it. So what have I got on at the moment? I've actually got my Magic Find set up, which is 406 Magic Find, because I swapped out one ring. So it is 422 with my other ring on, which is not too bad. But I guess I'll go over stats, skills, and all that sort of thing, because I have changed a little bit. I have got to 93, as you can see, and I have respect, so I'll show that first and show some gear sets and that after. So level 93, strength, I got up to 43. This is just enough, I believe, to... Do I have strength? Where is it? I don't know, pick that up. I have just enough to really put me over and to wear my Enigma. Dexterity, I have 39, which is fuck all. It is just enough with my torch and my Annie, where I can wear my whiz spikes, which I have here. What else do I have? My vitality is 203, and energy is 275. Energy I feel like is enough with a certain setup, you know, though I got frost burns and things like that. I feel like that's okay. It's okay. What else we've got noted here, as I showed, a kind of over 400 MF with this current setup, and I'm over 63 FCR. So this is just the setup that I have at the moment. So my skills, I respect, since I got Enigma, so I got rid of my combat skills, which is great. So I could save my leap and leap attack skills. Still got my 1-point wonders here, which is valuable for all you barbarians out there. So just 1 point and plus skills gives you 56 res. Oh my god. Pog. But I decided to max out all of these synergies for Warcry to maximize damage. I've got Battle Orders only at base 6. So as I level up from here, I'm going to be putting points into Battle Orders. But down here is slightly different. So I've got 1 into Grim Ward, 1 into Find Item, and I put 10 into Find Potion. I was a bit split because I know that Find Potion is valuable to put points into, because if you put every skill that you put in here into, like every base skill point, you get 1% flat increase on top of Find Item. So with my plus skills or Find Item, just having 1 point, it's 22, mate. So it's 52%. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll put 10 points into Find Potion, get another 10%, so it's at 62. So I can get it higher if I'd like to. If I swap out some bits of gear, I can increase my plus skills there as well. But I felt like, well, do I have enough mana and life? And how much do I want to put in between these? So instead of just dumping into 1 and putting just no points into Battle Orders, I put 5 and then 10, and I just leveled up to 93, so that's why that is base 6. So I could do with more mana and life, but I kind of want to Magic Find now, now that I have actually reached 93, so that's kind of why I chose to do that. I am kind of tempted almost to take points out of here, put a little bit more into Battle Orders and Find Potion, but fuck it. This is what I have now, and it kind of has been working for me. For my gear, so this is my Magic Finding setup, which I'm probably going to be Magic Finding for a bit now, to see if I can, you know, I don't know, find some shit. What else do you really do? So I've got 1 Hoto, so this is going to be my main hand for faster cast rate, my res and all of that good stuff. And my other hand, I've got my Blade of Ali Baba. So I've just got 2 jewels in here with Magic Find because I'm a cheap boy. So I've got 12%. I think a jewel can actually roll up to 10%. So, I mean, if I find better shitty jewels, I'll chuck them in there. But I'm just focused on keeping my Istrunes for trading and trying to get better charms and whatnot from here on in. I did manage to pick up a perfect 40 MF base IK Helm, which is good enough for me. Fuck getting a Shaco, in my opinion. I don't like the look of it. It looks ugly as ballsack, and this is pretty nice too. If I decide I don't want the MF, I can always just socket 2 sapphires in there and help increase my mana pool a bit more. My amulet, I've got +3 to war cries and 20 EMF, which is pretty sick. I've rolled, oh man, I picked up like all the amulets and rings, boys, trying to roll it in the damn cube, and I haven't been lucky at all. So I did pick up this one from a Discord trade, and that's kind of what I have so far, which I'm pretty happy with. Eventually, I really need +3 to war cries and 10 faster cast rate, so Echoing Amulet of the Apprentice. That is going to be my GG. Pretty nice one. I think with my full damage setup, when I get the 310, that's going to allow me to get 2 SOJs, I think, if I remember right. I do have an Enigma. So this is, thanks to Jan, my friend on the Discord server. He kept battering me about, why don't you just let me get an Enigma for you so you can play and make good content. I don't know. Basically, I owe him my first newborn in exchange for this Enigma now. So I thought, fuck it. I'm young, not going to have a kid for a while. I'll just take the Enigma, you know? What do I care? And then I also have some chance scars, which are 40 MF, so I up them once. I have my 10 FCR 97 mana ring, so that puts me over a few breakpoints, and honestly, it's fucking, it's beautiful to look at. I think the mana rolls up to 120 for a ring. I still got my Iraqs, which I found on second day, and Dwarf Stars just because I was playing around with some fucking Trav runs. My booties, I don't have War Travs yet, but I've been using these for a hot minute, and I really like them. So 25 MF, 30 faster run walk, and I don't care about Dex on this build, but it's handy on other ones. Good old Cow King's boots. I remember my last update video, I had nothing to show for charms. But within like the span of 3 days, I filled out a bunch of charms, and in the past few days, I've managed to pick up a few trades and to fill out a few more stuff, so I'm pretty keen to show you what I got. This is trash, it's just a Magic Find 1. I have 2 strength, 16 mana. So Serpent Small Charm rolls from 13 mana to 17 mana. So 17 is the best you can get. 1 strength, 17, which is pretty nice. 12 mana is trash, so of course I want to get 17s across the board. 15 life, 12 mana, that's getting pretty tasty. But this next one, boys, look at that. Look at that, boys. 17 mana, 7 magic find. I basically nut on live stream when I found that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I gotta move on because I'm just gonna stare at it. So I've got my Annihilus here. So this was on my, was it my first? Yeah, no, I think I missed the first Uber spawn, the Uber Diablo spawn, but I got the second one and I just kept that. I did end up picking up a Hellfire Torch, so 3 barb skills, 20 attributes, which is what I care about, and the res is whatever, because usually I would typically have 2 Hodos or, you know, something like that, so I have, you know, extra resistances anyway, so 20 attributes is definitely what I was aiming for. If I want, I can kind of go like this, drop this and chuck another Warcry Skiller in here. But this is kind of what my setup is now. As for other charms, I did manage to find a Geeds. This is by far the worst Geeds I've ever found. Ever. 80 gold find, 22 MF, 14 vendor prices. It's funny. I don't know, I like it because it's so bad. I've got 1 Warcry life with 15 life, a plain one with max damage, and then I've got 21 life, 30 life, and 35 life. So I actually traded all of these for today. I traded all of these today, boys, within like the past 3 hours. So, no, I traded one earlier, but yeah. So those are my charms. I'm looking pretty healthy. Pretty healthy. My mercenary's looking decent as well. His main hand is still the same, so I've got Reapers with a Shale, just so he hits fast and whatever. The helmet, I've got my G-Face is now socketed with my 15 faster cast rate. No. Hang on. 15 increased attack speed, 12% ED. And also, boys, you can up your set items now on ladder. So I upped the G-Face, but if you're going to up your G-Face, make sure you check the base defense values of whatever you're rolling. So on the winged helm, which is the base of the G-Face, right? It has a very small, I think it has either 0 or very small range of armor base defense that it can actually roll. But because it has 120% enhanced defense on it, when you up it to a spied helm, it has a large range that it can actually roll. So there's a range of 100 defense, or I think 99 defense that it can roll from. So between 249 to 350, I believe. And luckily I rolled it up and my base value rolled high, so I've got 343, which is 7 defense off max. So yeah, sorry if that might have been a bit confusing for some people, but basically it's a high roll, whatever the fuck. And I did manage to find a Eth base, and I've got a cute little treachery at 730. So slowly creeping higher on the high defense. So I really want to aim for high defense wherever I can, because my shout is going to buff my mercenary's defense even higher to increase his survivability. On Switch, I've still got my insight there, but, you know, whatever. I only use that on setups that, you know, people don't really have it in-game. But what I'll do is I'll chuck on a few pieces of gear, and, you know what, fuck it. I'll do a, let's do a pits run, eh? Let's do a pits run with just this Magic Find setup. So again, this is 406 Magic Find. And we'll chuck all that on. So life is at 2769, which is really nice, because before I had these skillers with life on them, it's down at like 25. But now when I got it, it's definitely creeping up a little bit higher, which is good. So my mana is a bit lower with this setup at 1401. Just to show the mercenary off, he's sitting at 46, 44. And just again, for those who don't know, like, Barbarian shares the same faster cast rate frames as a Sorceress, so I never feel that bad if I have to have, like, lower FCR frames. Oh, there's a Grand Charm right there. Like, I was like, man, do I make a Magic Find setup with 2 Hodos? But I really wanted to get an Alibaba. Basically, I didn't want to get 2 Alibabas because, first off, I couldn't be fucked, and secondly, I couldn't be fucked switching after I kill stuff, because that's just tedious, right? So I want to be able to kill shit on the go and hawk on the go without having to switch back and forth, because sometimes to kill bosses with Singabarb setup, I do need to have a whole bunch of mana, and that kind of means I'd need to use Insight. If I want to keep casting like this, I'm going to need Insight, as you can see, to really maintain that consistent output. But basically, I'm just lazy, really. And I thought, fuck it. If I drop down one breakpoint from 105 down to 63, then I can still fit as much Magic Find as I have on now with one Blade of Alibaba, and I can still punch it higher too. I could even get definitely a better fucking Geeds, I know. Some of you are probably saying, well, your Geeds is shit, mate. I could probably punch this up to well over 500, mate, I reckon. Chuck 2 Ists in there, that's like, what, is it 25 or 30? I don't know, so someone comment in chat. Is it like 30? Is it 30 MF? I realize I'm recording a YouTube video and I see comment in chat. That's how fucking out of it I am. But whatever. I'll do this pit run and then I'll switch up and we can do a I'll just do a chaos and I'll chuck on my damage set just to show you a bit of a difference. So my damage with this is only at 22, which it's still decent, you know, but I can punch it higher, which is nice. Small charm is trash. And I still have Howl maxed out, which is really fucking helpful in some places. If you're playing in like some group settings and stuff with a barb like this, Be careful where you howl online. Some people will hate you very quickly, but if you howl in the right spots, like, oh, look at that. We got a fucking facet and shit. Yeah, if you howl in the right spots, people are gonna love you. If you howl in the wrong spots, people are gonna report the shit out of you, basically. People do not take kindly to fucking up the density and slowing down the runs severely. But it's okay, you know, a little bit of practice, you can get there. Not too bad. Not too bad, guys. So that is just a little magic find run for you. So probably if you do pop into stream, I'll probably be doing that for a little bit. 40 increased attack speed, 2 grubber strike, no one cares. And the facet, oh wowee, is 4-3 lightning. Not sure, maybe I'll give that to my mate who's doing whatever. So let's swap out to my main damage set. I'll keep my war cries on, this one, the 320. I don't have anything higher, so that will have to do for now. We can swap this out to Frostburn, so that's going to pump up our mana even more, which is nice. Depending on where I'm farming, I've got a few options for boots. One of them would be Hotspurs. 15 max mana and fire res is just great. If I want more mana, I can go Silk Weaves. And eventually, maybe the next few weeks, I might start trying to craft extra boots. Try and get run more. Basically, mana, and Magic Find. Magic Find, really. Because, like, if I'm pushing XP runs or something, I would prioritize max resistances. If I'm magic finding, obviously magic find, like Cow Kings, and then something else, just for something else. So I kind of neglect my mana options if I'm doing, like, if I need resistance or I need magic find. So if I can get, like, 25 or 20 magic find on mana boots that are crafted, then I can get a lot more mana in this spot here. But I'll chuck the Hotspurs on for now. Keep the Iraqs on. I got 1097. What else have I got? I got my SOJ. Okay, let's see what my cast rate is. 110, so we are over 105. Alright. So, let's go over to River of Flame and buff up again. Bing, bing, bing. So, with this setup, we have dual Hodos. One of them is 38, one is 36. As I said before, when you're rocking both of these, it doesn't matter. You're like well over anyway. With the Hotspurs, very cute. Sometimes it can be a bit difficult to find these, but they're not too bad, boys. Not too bad. See, my resistances are over 90, which is pretty cool. Sometimes you'd see maybe Hamadans or like some Paladins that farm specifically like Chaos runs and shit on like high player counts. They usually try and pick these up just for the high max res because the Venom Lords are, you know, can be tough at times. But for main pieces of gear, we have a +5 War Cries, where it rolls a bit of life, and then I socket it just a bit more mana. We're still rocking the same amulet of 3. If we do get the 310, as I said before, that's going to open up this slot. So then we don't need 10 FCR here. We can get a second SOJ. I do have Frostburns, so that's going to give us a massive chunk of mana. So that puts us over 2k, which is primo. And then Arachnid Mesh is sitting there. For usually just to finish off the bosses at the end and like Stone Skin Elite packs if they're really high defense and resistances. Switch to Insight. I need to be aware that my res is a bit lower, and I'll just kind of, you know, shoot them down with that. Damage with this is 27, so I can fit one more skiller in here. But yeah, not too bad, boys. Eh? Not too bad. Let's clear Chaos Sanctuary and show you how this is working. So this is 105 FCR that we're setting at. Do I need regeves? Let me just fucking clear this. Hold up. Do that. This one. That one. Mana. This one. That one. That one. Okay, so it should be good now. I just didn't buy anything before, that's one. Oh, item find. Hopefully this is an entertaining video for you lot. I mean, it is a bit of a rambly one. But I felt like I've got, you know, some decent upgrades since the last one. And I thought, fuck, maybe it'd be good to showcase a few things. Show you guys how it has been kind of running. I saw a few comments of people like, oh, why you make a video and there's no, like, when there's no showcase? Like, what are you doing, mate? What's going on there? I'm like, you know what? Good point, son. Alright, we'll do that. We got a Lumroon. That's wowee. Sometimes online, when I'm playing in higher player count games here, this can be quite a dangerous area for a lot of casters that have lower res. And being a barb here, I can even get fucking wrecked sometimes too. So what I like to do is I like to howl here. So this disperses all of his fucking boys so they don't gang up on you and deck you. And then I can just tele in, kill deceased, and then everyone else is kind of easy. If there is other packs around that do have, that are like the casters, I try to avoid doing that because if they get killed when they're like they're not over land, then we lose the loot and I can't item find them. I can't hawk their bodies. So it's just to be aware of that. So hawking can be extremely useful if you use it in the right spot. So one place I always use it is right here. So I don't hawk down here. I'd zip over and pop it, the Venom Lords, and I'd make sure this area is clear to the left. So then when I howl these dudes down here, because there tends to be no fucking casters down this way. So when you hawk them, and I can clear Infector of Souls that way. And then easily just finish off the last seal. So my damage is high with the setup. If I have potions and rejuves, then I'll just sink it down into the boss like that. Its mana's all the way down. Here we are. Wow. Trang Ol's scales. But there we go, boys. That is about my progress. So I'm 93, still going hard. I'm not really pushing XP. I just pushed a bunch and I got to level 93. We did a bunch of crafting on my last stream. I did manage to get a +1 Barb Skills 20 FCR, so maybe I might fuck with a 200 FCR setup, but as of right now, my goals are to magic find with my set that I showed before, with 400 magic find, try and get some good shit, and try and min-max my skillers, and you know, maybe get another SOJ and things like that. Then maybe push XP further. But things are good. I hope you're good, and I hope you enjoyed this. So like maybe from now on I might do a little ramble while I am showcasing to I don't know, just because. So anyways, boys, I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day or some shit.